this video, we're going to be looking at expressions with rational numbers. Look at all those expressions. Today's goal is I can add, subtract, multiply, and divide rational numbers, and I can evaluate expressions that involve rational numbers. So, something to note, we sometimes leave out the multiplication dot. This is notation. So if you have numbers or number and variable next to each other without a symbol, that means we're looking for the product. We're multiplying. So for example, if we want -5 times -10, we might just in parentheses put -5 and then -10. It means multiply. If we are trying to multiply -5 by x, instead of putting the dot, we often just say -5x. Some division notation, we often represent division with a fraction bar. So if you see -9 divided by 2, you could write that as -9 over 2, or like a fraction, or vice versa. If you see -9 over 2, we're doing -9 divided by 2. Same if we have -5 divided by x, that's the same as -5 over x. All right, I want you to explain how to solve this expression. Think about what you would do to solve -10 minus -7. There are a few options, but one way you might do it is to subtract -7, you could add its opposite. So we could change -10 minus -7 into -10 plus +7 and get an answer of -3. All right, can you try to explain how to solve this one? -8 divided by x if x equals -4/5. All right, your first step is to substitute in what you know. So we know that x is -4/5. When you substitute or replace x with -4/5, it's a very, very good idea to put that value in parentheses. Then what we're going to do is to divide, we can multiply by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of -4/5 is -5/4. So we can change this to -8 times -5/4. When we multiply, we go straight across, and remember that a negative times a negative is a positive. So we get 40/4, which just equals 10. Right, answer this, true or false? Subtracting a number is the same as adding the opposite. That's a true statement. How about this one? Dividing by a number is equivalent to multiplying by its reciprocal. That, again, is a true statement. What is the last one? A number and its reciprocal have different signs. That's false. Reciprocals always have the same signs, like the reciprocal of -2 is -1/2. All right, check out what we did today. We developed flexible thinking with all 4 operations across rational numbers, and we also recognized multiplicative and additive inverses and the difference between them. Remember, another name for multiplicative inverse is just the reciprocal, and additive inverse is the opposite.